So I went to a time trial for practice. It was right before our first week of the meet, and I came in a hoodie and sweatpants. And it was like 70 degrees, and I was just feeling like really like cold. And I ran. I was like warming up at like 10-minute pace, and I just felt awful. Coach saw me, and he's like, "You need to go home." And I was like, "Coach, like, just let me race. Like, there's a lot of good guys there that I want to compete with." And he's like, "No, we're gonna send you home." So I went home, and I was like just kind of like bummed out, and I ended up going home, and I went into my bed, and it was like 80 degrees out. I had like 5 blankets on, and I mean I had like a 104 fever, just unimaginable body aches, a killer headache. I was dry heaving, and just wasn't a good spot. I was really worried, and so I went to Mercy that day. They pumped me with a bunch of fluids and stuff, and they diagnosed me with pneumonia. And so after I got pumped and stuff, I came back. I actually felt really good. I went to school for a couple days, and then later on that week, I came back and I came home from school, and I was just feeling kind of eh. I told coach I was going to take practice off, and he's like, "Okay, cool, just rest up." I was like, "All right," and I ended up getting another fever, and I was like, "Oh man." So they sent me. So I stayed the night at my house, and my symptoms were reoccurring. So I went back to Mercy, and so they kept me the rest of the day. They offered me a spinal tap, which I was like, he's like, "You don't want to do a spinal tap," and I was like, "Okay." So they pumped me with a bunch of fluids and stuff, and they just thought it was like pneumonia. I mean, my heart rate was probably 130. I mean, it was absurd. It was really high. And so they sent me back home. Like, not even 15 minutes after I got out of the hospital, I puked all my fluids up. And so then I spent the night at my house again, and I went to Akron Children's the next morning, and just similar symptoms and just really bad. And so I went back, and they ended up admitting me, and I was there for about a week and a half. They they tried a spinal tap. The first 4 times they tried it was unsuccessful. They ended up putting me under, and they took a spinal tap, and they ended up getting it, and they diagnosed me with bacterial meningitis, or viral meningitis, sorry. And that happened, and it was a long recovery in the hospital. Like, I didn't eat for probably close to 5 days, just from constant dry heaving. And so I was just relying on IVs and fluids for basically all my nutritional needs.